Welcome back, everybody, to Doki Doki Literature Club. The living nightmare that I fucking love. That was an unintentional rhyme right there. Holy shit. Am I learning? Alright, last time we were on here, we were sharing our poems, I believe. Who should I show my poem to next? Let's do my Natasha. Because I'm sure she's not insane. Hi, Jesse. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, or new activities, or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Jesse, we're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yep, and I have a cup of tea with me, once again, to get through this fucking game. I don't trust anything that happens in it. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like it, Jesse. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh jeez. Oh no. It kind of makes me think of something Nasuki would write. And she's a good writer too. So take that as a compliment. Aha. If you say so. Yep. If you're interested in Nasuki, then always keep a snack on you. She'll clean to you like a puppy. Not what I was going for. Nasuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's in a fussy mood pretty often. But sometimes she just loses all her strength and shuts down. Like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because her I know that word, malnutrition, is interfering with her adolescent growth, but hey, some guys are into petite girls too, you know? So, just trying to look at the bright side. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Yeah, sure. Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound very confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. Sound confident? That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. But he wasn't letting me confused at first and some of his runnings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking, or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sounds of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallow my fingers, I brandish my pen. Wait, isn't that different from the first one? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gone pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influenced my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. Here's Monica's running tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try to make it perfect, you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So the ink floats down into a dark puddle. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Yuri! What's up? Yuri stares at my poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. I do that all the time. Always forget to speak. It's fine. Don't worry, sir. If I'm not, I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah? Why do you ask? I'm just being short. I guess that it might be after reading it. Or, I guess that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad. No, did I just raise my voice? I can't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take a while for Yuri to get used to new people. That's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in the writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up writing styles separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. Alright, but hang on, I'm gonna try to look for something. Okay, there's no hidden messages in the back. Don't question it. I'm just paranoid of this game. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. The city can be a little bit biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry, it's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smells dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Oh god. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing, it must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm's breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. Huh. Neat. Oh no, your handwriting is very good. I just can't read. I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Ah, Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little bit more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost Yuri? Actually, this story isn't about a ghost at all. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. I said that weird? I think? I don't know. Check it later. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought about that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember, Alright, that time it wasn't me being an idiot. I just... something got caught in my throat. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Thanks, Yuri. Phew. Guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. And it's not everyone! There's still one person missing! And Okay, so did no one else notice that the freaking music just changed again? It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is drawing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems, and they read in tandem or watch each other's expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returned the poem to the desk with one hand. Guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks? Yours is cute. Cute? Do you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's literally about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. I mean, you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say. Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it. Jesse did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon. Unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. But Jesse liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Jesse appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Alright, and how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do very overly cutesy. But you know what? I was the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Jesse started showing up. That line will never not kill me. It's okay. It doesn't involve you. Get out of here, Monica! Sitting out here. Oh! What's going on? Take out your own insecurities on others. What is going on? You really act as young as you look in the city. Me, look who's talking. You want to be a... Angie, sorry that my lifestyle is a little bit too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. See, this ain't that person. What is going on? Most people, if you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute. The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Oh, careful, or you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad, you already do, don't you? You just accused me of cutting myself. What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on, let's just hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly, Yuri turns to me. I don't know what's going on! As if she noticed I was standing there. What? What? It won't let me choose! What is going on? Ah! Hello! What's going on? Hey Jesse, why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay. You're behind this, aren't you? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend some time with you instead. Suddenly, Nasuti runs out of the classroom. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. The fuck just happened? I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? Didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Nasuki or did. Jesse, please don't hit me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Nasuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. You sound way too sure of that. You're behind everything, aren't you? I have a feeling Monica's behind everything. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You didn't go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around or something, Yuri. It's not that. I just didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Jesse. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? Sorry for causing trouble. What? The fuck just happened? What happens if I hit this? Ooh! Ooh! I'm just gonna keep choosing the ones I know works. Candy, Fluffy, Sugar, Cat, Bunny. I feel like I made a mistake. Hopeless. What the fuck was that? Okay, I chose Promise that time and nothing weird happened. Anime. I'm not choosing suicide. No. 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 Here. And why? Why is Graveyard on here? Freaking music. Well, that was weird. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. What the fuck happened? I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. I haven't. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back, Jesse. Hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's tour still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Mitsuki is reading manga at her desk. Wait, she's reading it at the desk? That's weird. And surprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me over to the corner of the room. About yesterday. I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before. And something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Nasuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. But you don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple of days, I could tell something was off yesterday. You think? Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of it. I had already decided that there's no way you can be a bad person. I'm not so sure about that. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Just don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little so happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. And I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around here. Sorry, what am I saying? Hey, have you guys seen Monica? No, I have not. I was also kind of wondering where she was. And here I am guessing you haven't either. Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Nasuki is addressing her. No, I haven't. Gee, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. Why? Why are you all looking at me like that? Misuki, about yesterday, I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said. And I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? She forgot. Like Monica said. Jeez, whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? I don't like that text. But I'll accept your apology anyway if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear since I was afraid you'd secretly hated me or something like that. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Misuki turns to me. You're still on that trial, though. Or, oh, I'm still on trial. Hey! That's not nice! Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah. Well, Misuki was. I was not. Oh man, that's funny. What took you so long anyway? Ah, well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. Bullshit. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. Still. That must require a lot of dedication. So I'm still impressed. Oh, well, thanks, Yuri. You should play some for us sometime. That's one or two looks at me. Well, I'm working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, well, that sounds cool. I look forward to it. If that's so, in that case, won't lay you down, does it? Want to smile sweetie. Ah, I didn't mean any pressure on you, or anything like that. Nah, don't worry. I was hoping that I could share with you anyway. Just that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I choose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Mitsuki has already run off into the closet. Off to get her manga. Jesse, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. So, may I suppose? I don't think I could say no to you after you did that bit to me. Well, I guess I need to make sure Mitsuki isn't waiting for me. After we finished reading yesterday, she's fine. She's reading over there, see? Don't think about her so much. She's used to being annoying. Come on, we're going over there. What's this story about anyway? Well, I looked at the cover of the book. It is The Ugly Duckling. The book is styled Portrait of Markov. Ah, that actually sounds interesting. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to. Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. So it's like Singularity, but in a book. That sounds amazing! But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs. That's kind of dark. You already made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yeah, you're not a fan of that sort of thing, Jesse? No, it's not that. I love horror. Just not in books. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forget that Yuri is into these things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story is the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. What was that second part? I'm rambling, or not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize, even though that text is very fucking terrifying. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. What was that other? So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange, and please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's the third time I've said that. That's true. In fact, might as well just start reading it, right? I mean, you don't have to, but what are you saying? Let me just slip the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I put into my bag. Alright? It's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading and attending with me. I see. Must not have a lot of cast reading. This is a school, right? Just to be perfectly clear. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. Open the book and start the prologue. I still understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her print. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. There's no music. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not looking at her own book. I glance over. It's like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. What was that? Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. Ah, I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold up the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the pages. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Ah. I do the same thing with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. Probably because of those giant knockers. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Turn the page. Ah, sorry. Think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over Yuri's face again and her eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. Ah, that's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue reading the first chapter in silence. Even so, each page feels like an intimate exchange, my thumb gently